Okay, so let's get into it. Who are you voting for this November? Trump or Harris? Come on, let's do it. Let's get into it. Post your candidate in the chat. Let's go. Let's do it. It's politics time. Come on. Let's do it. Hello, Vincent. Can you hear me? Okay. How are you doing today? How's things? How's things in the Shinra mansion? No, I haven't streamed since I last played MGS2. Hello. Hi. I was gonna stream horror games, but I couldn't think of anything scary that I wanted to play. So here we are again on this game. But there will be 2 streams next week. There'll be one on Halloween, and there'll be one before Halloween. One will be Twin Snakes, for sure. It's not really a horror game, but I guess to some people it is. And then the other one will be on Halloween, which will be a different game. What I consider the most Halloween game ever made. And I bet you can't guess what it is. I'm not looking forward to this bit. I don't like it. I always forget something.
I have a question for you.
What is it?
How do you feel about heights?
I can't say I like heights. The water's higher on my phobia list. Why?
Well, we have to go down a ladder.
How far down?
Just a little bit.
Why do I
Are you gonna do a live stream on the Twin Snakes? Yes.
How little is
Yes, it will be on
About 130 feet.
Tuesday, probably.
Think you can do it?
Would you take no for an answer?
How are your legs?
I need to get it sorted out.
I can
But
climb
yeah,
down on my own.
I'm hoping
Okay,
Tuesday.
Follow me.
If it's not Tuesday, probably Wednesday. But I think it will be Tuesday. It'll be my first playthrough in like 20 years of Twin Snakes. So I kind of want to make more Twin Snakes related videos like that other one, the one that was about President Baker. I think people like that. It did pretty well.
Beautiful.
And I want to kind of do more things like that. But I need to actually play the game and finish it. I need to have a save. I need to have multiple save states at different points in the game, like I do with MGS1. I mean, arguably, I could just repeat everything I did for the MGS1 videos, but the Twin Snakes versions of them, I don't think they'd be as popular, though.
I don't think we're gonna be able to slip past all that. Looks like it can barely support one person. How much do you weigh, Emma?
Are you gonna ask me how old I am next?
If you go alone, I think you can make it across. This is Raiden. Do you read me?
Yeah, what's up?
We've made it to the lower part of Strut L. We'll have to cross the water from here.
Can Emma walk?
Yeah, she's okay. The pontoon bridge doesn't look too sturdy. Emma's gonna have to cross it alone.
Right. The oil fence.
There are ciphers and several guards.
Raiden, you're carrying a PSG-1, aren't you?
Yeah,
It's time to play sniper.
not bad. This spot gives me a good view of the targets.
You're going to have to cover Emma until she crosses to Strut E. I'll get there and provide some support of my own.
Thanks.
Think you can handle it?
Yeah, I know the drill. I faced a similar situation in advanced mode level 4 VR training with the PSG-1.
VR.
I should look that up to see if that's actually the level that's similar to
Make
this.
sure you don't hit Emma.
Not a
Right now,
chance.
with Arsenal's boarding in progress, security should be at a minimum. That doesn't mean it's going to be easy. Given the situation, they've probably got claymores in place to make up for the security shortage. Make sure
should
you
look that
use
up.
your thermal goggles.
Right.
Okay, I'm heading for Strut E.
Emma, are you reading me?
What was it?
Loud and
Advanced
clear.
level
I'm gonna
4.
clear a path for you
Level
from
4
here.
advanced
How?
PSG-1.
Sniper fire.
You're kidding.
I don't. Is there
Trust me.
advanced weapon
What if I
levels
fall into
in
the sea?
VR missions? I can't
can't
remember.
swim.
You were doing pretty good a few minutes ago.
Okay.
There's definitely
Think you
PSG-1
can do
missions.
it?
I don't know if there's
Would you take
advanced
no for an
PSG-1
answer?
missions.
No. All right, get going. You'll be fine.
I don't like this bit. I think it's boring. And it's easy to mess up and you have to start the whole thing again. Where's my PSG-1? Should probably eat some pills. Sorry, we learned last stream. Shoot the cameras and they die in one hit. It's gonna take a while to get over that habit. I thought about using this music for the MGS2 videos though. Yeah, it's in a second that she does that. There's also another conversation on the other pillar that will probably be a video next weekend, I imagine. Oh, oops. They were supposed to be making YouTube shorts longer than a minute. I don't think it works yet. Because some of the conversations in this game are way longer than a minute. I don't want to have to cut anything out. But a lot of the time I do have to cut things out, which is annoying. I wish I didn't have to. But they said they're going to make shorts longer than a minute uploadable. But as far as I can tell, it's not actually happened yet. But they said it was going to happen like last week and it just hasn't. Which is really cool. Yeah, I did duds, that's correct. But yeah, there's another conversation on the other pillar. There's one on this pillar, and then there's one on that pillar. If you can call this a pillar. I wasn't sure what to call this. Like, is it a pillar? Is it a like a storage thing? Like, what is it? Is it an obelisk? Is it a strut? I think I just said pillar in the video. A column, yeah. That's a good point. Hello, Adam. I like your name, Adam. That's a good name. Yeah, column, I guess. I just said pillar. I mean, I don't know. I was expecting someone in the comments to be like, "Oh, it's not a pillar. It's a very specific thing that oil rigs have." Okay. A silo, yeah. So that's the word I was looking for, dudes. A silo.
This is Snake. Can you hear me?
Yeah, nice and clear.
I I've reached my sniping position on Strut E. I'll provide support fire from here.
Right. Do me a favor and take out whatever I miss.
Just call me when you want me to shoot.
Like, Snake won't shoot unless you actually ring him up. It's a bit... It's not very good. But you can listen in to him. He has a lot of comments about Emma, which are kind of weird. Ryan calls it after that? Okay. I probably should have said Column. Column's more reasonable, I think, than Pillar. But it's whatever. Bro. Rapid fire sniper rifle. A snake. There's more things. Ciphers. Try and get a call. What's Snake? Where's Emma? Where actually is she?
Do I need to clear things with Otacon before I ask her out?
I'm glad Emma's over 18.
Just a little more.
Did you pray today? Yes, I did. I did pray.
A little more.
Sunday's church day, so yeah. I did my praying. Got the claymores, right? There's one more. I would have totally missed this if I didn't check.
Do I need to clear things with Otacon before I ask her out?
So just finish a hard play for 3 hours, then start a stream, play through and couldn't get past Olga. Yeah, she does a lot of damage, right? I mean, all the bosses do a lot of damage on extreme.
All right.
You've got to be sort of perfect.
Just a little more. Do I need to clear?
It's the same in other games, like, I was trying to do like a Dante Must Die clear on Devil May Cry 1, but
How did all this happen?
I always give up because the bosses are just too much of a pain in the arse. He says more than that, but he didn't say it. DMC reboot? DMC reboot? I'm not sure you should be admitting that. And DMC 4, that difficulty is no joke. Yeah, it's rough. You can't make any mistakes. At all. I can't remember where I got up to in the first game. Why are we transporting Emma like this again? Like under the big shell? Is there not a better way of doing it?
Raiden, Emma's been stabbed.
That bastard! How bad is it?
She's conscious, but the bleeding's bad. I'm bringing her over there right now. Raiden, get that disc over here as soon as possible. I'm afraid her time's running out.
I'll be there.
I like DMC4. I never played DMC Devil May Cry. I have DMC Devil May Cry. I think my friend bought me it as like a joke. But I've never played it. Never ever.
Snake, what's your situation over there?
Emma seems to be, doing something to GW's defensive capabilities. All we need now is your disc. You'd better hurry. I don't think she's gonna make it.
Definitely. How's the bleeding?
Just get over here. You'll find the coast is clear with everybody aboard Arsenal right now.
Get understood.
Where are we going? We're going to the... Oh, where is it? Like the other strut? Right? Where are we right now? No, not the other strut. Is it this way? Pretty solid gameplay wise. You should give it a shot. I could play it as like a joke. We could do like a day of streaming like joke games, and that could be one of them. Or like most controversial game stream. That can be up there. Games that people hate notoriously. We can play that. We can play what games do people hate? Let me think. Like Mass Effect Andromeda. I know people don't like that game. Metal Gear Survive, that would be perfect. We could play that. DMC 2, people hate. Resident Evil 6. Is there a Zelda game that people hate? I can't think. I don't think there is. Can I ask a question? What does Lale Lule though? You mean what does it mean, or what is it? What do you mean? Oh, we can do the bug thing. I forgot. Let's do it. How far can we go? Let's see here, maybe. Yeah. I was gonna do more explosions on that video, but I was like, I think 2's enough. I think 2 gets the point across. I think if I did like 3 or 4, it would go on a bit too long and people get bored. Do you know what? There's not actually that much of the game left now that I think about it. I guess there's a lot of cutscenes.
How's Emma?
I think he got some internal organs. We can't stop the bleeding.
Just give her a ration. What does it mean I didn't play Sons of Liberty? It just means the Patriots. It's what people with nanomachines say when they try to say Patriot. It just comes out as Lalilulalo instead. I think that's what goes on. Probably like 65 to 70% cutscenes and codec. Yeah, you're right.
That should insert the virus into the AI.
Is it working?
A lot of cutscenes.
Just leave it to Emma. What the?
An antibody agent?
Blue screen.
Damn, the connection's been cut.
Is the virus upload complete?
I don't think so. The count stopped at 90%. Otacon.
I don't think Emma's made any mistakes.
But
A portion of the worm cluster might have been altered after the disk left Emma's hands.
by the Patriots?
Will the virus still work?
I have no idea.
Yeah, why does Raiden's got nanomachines, I'm pretty sure, so why doesn't he say Lalelu?
Is
Or is it nothing to do with nanomachines? I can't remember. Or is it certain
everything
specific nanomachines? I can't quite remember why certain
all
people
right.
say it and certain people don't.
Everything's all right.
good.
Hello, End. Nice to see you
At
again.
least I won't be adding another page to our family's dark history.
Yeah, that's right.
What if the virus doesn't work?
Either destroy that thing, or take out Solidus and his men.
How do we get on board?
I don't think we can. Unless somebody inside gives us a hand.
Hal,
The bird's very quiet right now.
I always...
What is it?
In 4, Lalulu is supposed to stand in for the Patriots as a speech. Yeah, but I don't know when that's implemented in the story. I guess it must be certain nanomachines. I don't remember exactly.
You don't hate me?
I mean, people say it in this game, so
I never wanted to get in your way. I never wanted to hurt you.
I'm sure someone more knowledgeable than me could explain it.
That with Arsenal
Hello, Zor. Nice to see you again.
in your footsteps, I could be closer. I just wanted you to look at me. Look at me as a woman.
I could never do that.
Don't be so honest. It hurts.
Sorry.
Can I ask you one last favor?
Spell favor wrong.
Call me Emma.
What?
Please call me Emma.
Why are you getting this monologue while looking at the pillars? I don't know. Good question. Because it's like a sunset. It's a beautiful sunset.
What's wrong with EE?
You'll never know.
Emma? 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 Answer me!
Kojima likes the scenery, I guess, yeah. If you're playing 5, being at Mother Base, I love the big shell setting. Yeah, the verse, it certainly reminded me, Mother Base certainly reminded me of the big shell when I was playing it.
I didn't leave you
Don't know if that was intentional, maybe it was.
because of the accident. I had a relationship with your mother. She seduced me. And it went on. My father's death was no accident. He took his own life. It was my fault. All my fault. Forgive me, Emma.
It's like a Caribbean base, not from the Seychelles. I think I asked this last stream. Is the parrot confirmed to be the one that the end has? Is this the same parrot? It can't be, right? It could be. I don't think it's ever clear, like, if it's the same bird. The bird's just rubbing it in.
Attention. Arsenal gear is ready
I doubt it's the same bird. I mean, parrots live for a long time.
Sounds like they're cutting this area loose.
What do you mean?
It means we're gonna sink.
We have to get the hostages out.
What about the camo repairs?
Done.
We won't be able to get everybody aboard.
We'll just have to take as many as we can.
My sister won't be able to come with us.
We will be commencing the countdown shortly. Personnel in the upper levels, head for the evacuation area immediately.
I'm always the survivor.
Yes, you are.
Why, Wolf?
Average lifespan of a parakeet is apparently 7 to 15. Okay. I thought some parrots live for like 40 years, 50 years.
Take care of the hostages.
What about you guys?
We got other arrangements. There's our ride out of here.
Or is it
Anyway,
a specific
we're gonna have to
breed
sink that
of
thing if the
bird,
virus
this
doesn't work.
particular bird?
I should be going with you.
A supernatural parakeet, yeah. I mean, we are playing Metal Gear Solid right now, so anything's possible.
You mean I'd only get in your way?
Wrong. Only you can save those hostages. Got it?
In a development, can I announce, yes, this is the Ends parrot.
Right. Listen, the two of you won't be able to destroy that thing. Eliminate the enemy. That's your only
So
option.
Breeze can, like, 20 years. Kiss the cool squad with the parrot. MGS2 is like 60 years after MGS3.
EE?
Is it?
Damn!
Otacon. Try to get as many hostages out as you can. It's a short flight to the shore, so don't worry about overloading the camo.
Yeah, when's Twin Snake? Not Twin Snakes. When's Snake Eater? It's like mid 60s, and this is like 2005. So it's what?
Leave it to me.
Yeah, 40-ish. – 2009. Okay. Shadow Moses is 2005, right?
I repeat, personnel in the upper levels, head for the evacuation area immediately.
I'm counting on you, Otacon.
The high five makes me want to have my own secret handshake that I do with people.
I miss you.
It's possible it's the same bird.
Miss you.
Again, I'm sure someone more knowledgeable can tell me.
I miss you.
Did you know short? How would you word it? Or would it be like an open question? Is the bird from Metal Gear Solid 2 the same bird we see with the end in Metal Gear Solid 3? Question mark, question mark. What do you think? He wears the same shoes from 2005. Does he? Are they the same shoes?
You and me, we're the same. Both you and I, we were always alone. Always. We only wanted to be loved. We were always waiting. Waiting for
Oh
somebody.
yeah, you can eat it, can't you? I forgot about that. You can eat the bird.
Somebody who would love us, but we were wrong. You can't wait to be loved.
Swear to Otacon, he's
You
only
have
one
to
because all
go
the
out
women
and
he likes
find
die.
4
He's got
years
Snake.
ago, I realized that you can't just
He should
wish
just be
for
happy with what he
everything.
has
You
and
have
stick
to
with
make
Snake.
it happen.
I say no way that bird is still
I
alive,
wish I
but that's
knew
just
that
me.
sooner.
Make up a lie, like if you
I
kill the
learned
bird.
that I could
You know,
love,
oh yeah, I'm sure a lie would go down really well,
as you
Vincent. Yeah.
probably did,
Yeah.
Emma.
I totally won't get a million comments
You
like,
think he's gonna be okay?
bro, why are you lying, bro?
He's tougher than he looks. Consider it done.
Now, how do we open
It'd be
this?
funny if it did that though, Vincent. If that was actually
You can
a
come
thing.
out now.
If, yeah, if he ate it in MGS3 and then played MGS2 and it's
A
not there.
ninja? What the?
Arsenal's going to take off. We still need to do
Yeah, April Fools, it might work.
this time.
I'm worried for April Fools stuff that
Snake,
people
what's
will
this all
not
about?
realize it's an April Fools.
Bedtime, Raiden. I would do that.
He should just be happy with his husband. Exactly, Zor. Exactly.
Besides, I don't recall saying I was on yours.
Damn it.
American accent?
You.
Ready for some shut up?
That was the April Fool's thing, wasn't it? To do like a different accent for a video and see if people notice. Hey look, it's Mr. X. There he is. Oh, there she is. It was the April, yeah. Oh, she's the best woman in the city, Zor, by far. Yeah. Not the series, the city as well. New York, I mean. Great game, man. I was there. We've got about 100 cutscenes to get through first.
Jack, are you reading me? Do you
Yeah,
want
again,
to
it's
save
like-
your mission data up to this point?
They should do more with Solidus. I don't know what you could do, but they should do something.
Your mission data's been saved.
If you look at Snake at the breath scene top of Arsenal, you get a bonus.
Is he still alive?
Liberia.
When Olga brought him in. I've checked
You could have done like a... You just use MGS5's engine, but have you play as Solidus instead, building up an army of child soldiers. No, I've just realized why they won't do this. Because it would be an army of kids.
Non-existent operative from a non-existent organization.
I suspected as much. However, I know this man. Wake him up.
Have you been MGS3? No, I don't actually have MGS3 on PC yet, but I will soonish, I think. So when I was reading the storybook for MGS2 on PS5, it said Olga looks a lot like Meryl. Yeah, you're right. I think it's intentional that she's kind of a tomboy, right?
You know this fellow?
I think it's purely the tomboy thing. It's nothing like appearance-wise.
You've grown.
And when I first played MGS5, I thought the White Mamba was going to be Raiden. Oh, if you press nothing here, it doesn't matter. You don't die. You don't actually have to hit anything. It's been a while, hasn't it? Jack the Ripper. I've never heard of that Beyond Lives game or whatever it was called until your Best Games Weekly vid?
I taught him everything.
Best Games Weekly vid? Beyond Lives? I'm not sure what you mean, Vincent.
Jack, I never thought I'd see
Beyond
you
Lives.
You know me?
Which year,
again.
Vincent?
You don't remember. Your name, your skills,
Your skills.
everything you know, you learned from me.
2003. Beyond Lives? I'm not sure what you mean.
A civil war.
Beyond something. Oh, Beyond Good and Evil.
The child soldiers that
That's what
fought
you
in that
mean.
conflict.
Yeah, it was an Ubisoft game back in the day.
10 years old.
It's more Kale's sort of game. It's not really my game. It was Kale's addition to the 2003 was not a great year for games. Making that video. 2003 didn't have a lot of good games, honestly, when I was making that video.
I named you. When the war ended, you disappeared from the relief
It's a good game though. You should play it if you can manage to find it.
What happened to you.
They're supposed to be making a sequel and they never seem to get around to it.
It's an interesting coincidence.
If he's a lackey for the Patriots,
2003 was a bit thin for games, but 2004 is going to be ridiculous. There's so many good games in 2004 and 2005. Like I'm going to do the 2004 video tomorrow, and I am going to struggle to think of what games to include. Vice City was 2002, I think. The sequel ain't happening. Well, it's been years. Yeah, I mean, Ubisoft keeps saying that they're going to do the sequel, but they never get around to it.
In another hour, we demonstrate the power of Arsenal gear.
Attack with standard weapons, of course.
Yes, proceed as planned.
At last report, all is well with GW.
GW.
How about the troops?
Silent Hill 3 made the list for sure. It was Silent Hill 3. What else was that? Mario Kart Double Dash was that year.
Spitting image of Big Boss.
I can't remember what else I said. Beyond Good and Evil. Something else.
Perhaps I should be grateful.
If they made it, it would probably be made. Yeah. At this point, I think it would. I think you're right. Yeah, Substance was 2003, but I'd already included MGS2 in 2001.
This
so.
Situation, I find it very nostalgic.
Where am I?
Since you seem to be Metal Gear fan main, do you also get the feeling that Metal Gear series is really starring Ocelot? Yeah, for sure.
We're also inside the memory of
He's sort of the link, right, between all the games. Include it again. I was tempted, honestly, Vincent.
I'll take this back. You don't need this anymore.
You don't need this anymore.
A foul wind is blowing. We shall speak again.
King. Olga.
Don't move. Stay as you are. We're being monitored by a camera.
Yeah, someone farted. Studio Anima.
I'm switching over to nanocommunication.
Mr. X? Ninja?
Correct.
Mr. X?
It's me.
I thought you were the leader of the Russian troops.
Any news of MGS Volume 2? I don't think so. Nothing solid yet.
Support? Who sent you? The Colonel?
No.
I'm sure they'll say something soon about the second volume because I'm very curious about it. I'll probably make a bunch of videos about the Volume 2 when it gets announced, I imagine.
Being held hostage by the Patriots. It all started 2 years ago when I lost my father during the tanker incident. My men and I had nowhere to go, so we joined forces with an illegal Russian organization.
Could you imagine if it has twin snakes? Mr. X, it will not have twin snakes, and I guarantee. I guarantee you.
I learned much later that it was a subordinate organization of the Patriots.
Don't even think about using auto fire, or I'll know.
To my child, it turned out I was in a hospital run.
PSP games? Nah, neither did I. It'll have Peace Walker in for sure, though. Definitely.
My baby is being kept
I'm not sure about. I don't know about Portable Ops. It'll definitely have MGS4, Peace Walker, and probably 5 in.
Send me a photo of my child via network.
Manhunt came out in 2003. I never played Manhunt.
I see.
Or Manhunt the
Given
sequel.
your situation, nobody can blame you for what you did.
You don't think it'll have 5? I think it'll definitely have 5. If it's going to be like an anthology, if it's going to be the Master Collection and an anthology of the series, like it'll definitely have 5 in, unless they do a third version,
2 years ago,
which I don't think they will.
For getting us out of the sinking tanker alive.
Can you play 5 on PS5 and the new Xbox?
Since the incident?
No, I only found out the truth shortly before this.
Huh?
When I
You
confronted
can?
him here.
Okay.
You
On
fought with
PS5?
Snake? When?
Well, it
I
was
think
around
I
the
think
time
it'll
we were
include
holding
5.
hands with
I
that
don't think
girl.
it'll be finished without including 5. You can play all PS4 games on
So you
PS5.
joined
Yeah.
hands with him to pay back a debt.
I know because it's a Nintendo license and we're
Mutual
lucky it was
gain.
ever made in the first.
Mutual
I mean,
gain.
I mean, it was published by
If Solidus
Konami,
gets
I
away with
assume.
Arsenal, your
I mean, there's a
mission is
tiny chance that
failure.
they could put
The
Twin
Patriots
Snakes
will
on.
judge that as failure on
Try and
my
play
part
MGS2 on a
and terminate
DS.
my child.
Did you ever play
But if it's
MGS3 on a DS,
my
on a
child's
3DS?
life depends on your success.
So you did it all for your child. But why would the
If it was
Patriots
me,
want
I
out
would
me? Are
put
they hoping I'll take Solidus out?
4 Peace
You're
Walker
just
and
like me.
5
We're just
Ground
pawns.
Zeroes and Phantom
Pawns for
Pain,
what purpose?
but
Yes,
also
plan.
Huh?
You'll figure it out sooner or later.
I mean,
but
just
I
do
wonder if
everything.
you'll
Just do
handle the
Acid and
truth.
Acid
What do
2
you
and
mean?
Portable
Listen,
Ops.
We haven't got time for this. Solidus will commence his attack any minute. He's got to be
What about
stopped.
Ghost
What
Babel?
about the virus?
Ghost Babel,
No
how I be
results so
saying it.
far. I think the Patriots have tampered with the program.
Will it work?
I don't know.
Get me out of this thing.
Not yet.
Maybe
I'll
Acid 1 and the
release
extra
your
features.
restraints after I leave this room.
Where's my gear?
Snake's got everything. I couldn't bring it here.
And where do I find Snake?
I've never played Portable. Actually, I lie. I have played it very
The
briefly on a
prostitute had
on a
moved to
friend's
hangar.
PSP
We
back in the
waited.
day.
I gave him a card key for the hangar.
Does Snake plan to destroy Arsenal gear?
I finished the game from the year I was born on
Even for
PSP
Snake,
emulator.
It's impossible to completely destroy this thing. The only option is to stop Solidus and his men.
What are you going to do?
Stay concealed. That's my role.
A PSP emulator's any good? I assume they're quite decent at this point. I don't think I've ever played on a
Oh,
PSP
you
emulator.
can't keep this up. They're bound to find you.
Listen, I'll
They're
feed you
decent?
in a little while. Brace yourself.
PPSSPP. Is that what it's called? PPSSPP. Peace Walker's release date I played last week. Okay. I'm not a big Peace Walker fan. I've said this a million times. I'm not a huge Peace Walker fan. But I didn't play it on a PSP. Maybe that's why.
Jack, are you all right?
Oh, yeah.
Jack,
I feel
is it
old.
true? What
Someone who
Solidus
was
said?
born on the same year as
Yes.
PSP games old enough to
It's
talk in
unbelievable.
YouTube chat.
Drafting small
So
children
I've had like
sending them to
14-year-olds
war?
here.
It's
Like
not allowed
kids.
under international
For some reason, kids are
conventions.
into Metal Gear
ICC
Solid.
rules don't mean a lot in war. Someone told me that there are over
You really call that
300,000
Portables is
children
fun?
in combat right now. I was just
I mean, if they
So you
put
remember?
Portable Ops on the
I thought your memory
Volume
had
2,
been
which I mean, there's a good chance they
manipulated by
will.
them.
I would play it again, but I'm not
Was.
sure.
but I have nightmares every day. Pieces
I
of
didn't
the
enjoy
past
MGS5 as
we
much.
can't put
MGS4 was definitely a
together.
better feature. Yeah,
Why didn't
I'm
you
not
tell
the
me?
biggest fan of
I
MGS5
didn't
either.
understand.
You wouldn't know that until you try me.
I
didn't want you
I
to
think
get hurt.
MGS5 has incredible gameplay, but that's about
There was
all it's
never a
got
real
going for it,
reason
really.
me to fight, except that someone put a gun in my hand. And that someone,
Peace Walker's 14 years old. Yeah, it's old. Like, how old's MGS4 at this point? It's like
if I survived the day's
Um,
fight, I was praised,
16 years old,
fed,
15
and had
years
a
old.
bed to sleep in. I think I was only 6.
I was 11 when I played
first
MGS1. Kids love
AK.
the stuff. Yeah, I was.
I'm
How
not
old
even
was
sure of
I?
that.
Around there. Like,
I'm not like Snake.
Um,
I never questioned why we fought.
what year did it
There
come
was no
out?
purpose,
Probably like 8
no
or
way
9.
out. They give you a gun, you ask how many to kill. If you didn't, you were the one they shot instead.
It's okay. No
So I'm
one
a
is
kid. I'd be
blaming
too.
you.
Yeah, exactly. See,
We were shown
People love
Hollywood action
MGS.
films every day. The kind with macho guys and big
it's good. It's
guns.
good to see
They
younger
call
people
it
interested in
image
old
training.
games in a way.
Ugh.
They built us
Oh, I'm
from the
ancient
ground
end,
up
yeah,
into
for sure.
killing machines. We were fed once a day. I can still taste the gunpowder.
One of my
they
favorites
mixed
growing
with
up,
the
but now I'm 30. And my favorites are 2 and 4.
Gunpowder? In the food?
The gunpowder had toluene in it, giving it hallucinogenic properties. It kept us drugged,
I
controlled.
knew about MGS2 because of
Oh
the
my
internet.
God.
Get real. When the Civil War ended, those of us who survived were taken in by NGOs.
Yeah, me too, Zol.
Gave me a new life in the States.
Like,
I can't
Before
complain.
MGS2 came out,
But
my
nothing's
friend
changed.
came to me with
The
like
only
a
people who have
not
no
a demo,
problem
but like
with
a
my past
a
have
disc that for
secrets
some
and
reason had
agendas of
trailers of
their own.
MGS2 on it, like pre-release trailers, and it looked insane. It was like in the
I can
PS1
never
days.
forget.
They showed an MGS2 trailer, and it looked absolutely
I'm afraid of the
ridiculous.
night.
It looked so
That's why I
good,
don't sleep next to you.
and it was all just
You
the
should have
tanker. They didn't,
told
obviously, they didn't show any Raiden, but it was just Snake
you
going
what?
through the tanker.
That I'm a
And like, oh,
killer
you can break these
and always
things
have
and
been?
peek around corners and
No.
What I hate
all this
more
cool
than
stuff.
anything else in the world is my own past. I didn't
Writing
want
about being a child
anyone
soldier.
to know about it.
Apart from my uncle, I used to watch him play all
Now
on
I
PS3.
know I
That's cool.
was chosen for this mission. No one can take him on, take him down, except me. I've been kept alive this long for this. I knew as soon as
Imagine
I
him,
saw
yeah.
Solidus.
Released him before 9/11. It was right after 9/11, right? Pretty sure.
You have to believe me.
Do you want to feel really
I
old?
didn't
There's
know
people in this
anything
chat that
about
don't
you. I
remember
admit
9/11
that.
happening.
Where you were born, how you grew up. But I know that now. And I know that what I feel for you can only get better. And I'll share in
A lot of
your
reworking
past
before
if that's
9/11.
the price.
It doesn't work that way.
That's
No one can
whack.
share the
Yeah,
burden of
yeah,
what
I
we've
agree.
done.
It is whack.
It's not one of
Hello,
those
Squish.
warm and fuzzy things couples share.
October, but they had to change a lot.
I
Yeah.
accept the
Like it's
good
in New
and the
York, and I
bad,
imagine
Jack.
the towers would have been in the
That's what you
background,
do for
right?
someone you
At certain
love.
points.
I don't want to share my past with
They
anyone.
were the tallest building
I
in
just
New
want to
York.
Forget about it.
Jack, I haven't told you, you know,
Remember,
about what
remember when I went
I've
over to my
done.
buddy's house one time? He was just wanting to see me get my ass kicked to last lessons, and I couldn't figure
The
out how
last
to use the
2
sword.
years with
Yeah,
you,
I couldn't figure out how to use the sword either as a kid.
ever
It was a
hoped
bit
for.
weird.
Jack,
Because it's just on the stick, right? So it's a bit odd. It was a bit odd at the time.
I
Yeah,
know
the
you
Arsenal
love
gear
me,
crashing into Wall Street. Yeah, you're right.
but I can't. I can't risk starting a family.
It was
There's no
definitely a
way to
funny
erase
time
my
around then.
Childhood.
Not funny. You know what I mean.
it's all right, Jack. Please, don't say any more.
I remember going on, I was playing Command and Conquer Tiberium Sun at the time online against people. And I remember the day of 9/11 sitting in the chat room on like the lobby for Tiberium Sun. And one guy was like, oh, my dad just got killed in New York. And I'm like, dude, there's no way you are telling the truth. You would not be on Command and Conquer right now. I'll never forget that. Yeah, imagine hitting the Statue of Liberty. That would have been insane.
Raiden, do you copy?
Get real.
You must continue your mission.
I've lost all my gear. I need to locate Snake.
He was never factored into the simulation. Leave him out of this.
I can't do much naked, especially in this temperature.
It's cold.
That's true. You won't be able to attack or enter the hanging mode either.
I think Snake has my gear.
Raiden, take out Solidus and his men. You must recover Arsenal intact.
Colonel, are you under orders from the Patriots?
Your role.
If you have trouble beating Solidus, just punch him in the face.
Infiltrate the structure and disarm the terrorists.
I guess you
My
can just punch
role?
him, right?
Why do you keep saying that?
Why not? This is a type of role-playing game. The point is that you play out your part, and I expect you to turn in a perfect performance.
Colonel, I just remembered something.
What?
That I've never met you in person. Not once.
Go back to the holding device.
Complete your mission.
Vincent, I made a show about this,
Colonel,
the
who are you?
about
No more
that,
questions.
and it got
We
censored,
have Rosemary.
What
so
do
I
you mean
removed
by
it.
that?
Over and out.
It had like 200,000 views on YouTube, and they censored it, so I just got rid of it. The Patriots got it. I think this is what you're not allowed to do. Or it, like the guard can come in and I'll just do it now. Okay. I mean this if my stream goes down right now because I'm running around naked, like I'll know what I can and can't show. I've screwed this up. I did make a show on this. It's still there on TikTok and Instagram, but the version on YouTube's gone. Gonna get sniped by YouTube, you think so? Like, I'm not sure what's so bad. I mean, there's way worse things on YouTube.
No problem here. Huh?
Yeah, apparently you can't show that in a short. You gotta give the educational tag, yeah. I think I said something like, if you press against this, you get a great view of this can. I didn't even say that the guy comes in and does that. What difficulty? I think it's on normal. Yeah, I'm not good enough for extreme right now. Also, I don't like this bit. For obvious reasons. I wish we were in Enoch. Is this hard to get through if it's caution? I don't even know. Yeah, the names of the room. That could be a show actually, Vincent. The room of the names of the rooms change constantly to just complete gibberish.
Don't worry, it's a game.
Well, not gibberish, but
like usual.
still makes sense. It's like, oh, something prefecture and.
What are you talking about?
Raiden, something happened to me last Thursday when I was driving home. I had a couple of miles to go. I looked up and saw a glowing orange object in the sky to the east. It was moving very irregularly. Suddenly, there was intense light all around me, and when I came to, I was home. What do you think happened to me?
Huh?
Fine. Forget it.
Is it in a flashback, Vincent, that? How many calls do you want to answer?
Even my patience has its limits. I just can't leave this thing up to you any longer. I'll do the fighting. You can just go home.
Like, you've no idea how weird this was back in, like, 2001. Getting to this bit, and it's just like... Culver's, remember there's an Easter egg? Right now.
Hey, Jack. Jack, I was serious when I said I wanted you to propose to me.
Rose?
I was really worried. There are times when it seems like you're not really looking at me and that if I looked away for a moment, you'll disappear. I wanted to make sure you couldn't get away. I thought that if we lived together, maybe things would change. That maybe we could change things ourselves. But that wasn't the problem. There was something deeper.
I'm sorry.
I guess it's impossible for me.
What are you saying?
I'm sorry, Jack. I love you. I really do. Please believe me. Whatever happens.
She glitched out.
Bye, Jack.
I can keep trying, but it might not happen. But yeah, when this part happened in 2001, it was just so ridiculous. Like, no game had ever like been like, oh, turn the game console off.
Honestly, though, you have played the game for a long time. Don't you have anything else to do with your time?
Don't even say it.
Like, I need to be careful when I zoom into Raiden. I don't want YouTube to be upset with me. But you don't see anything. Like, you're not sure a butt. There's nothing here.
Actually, there is something I have been meaning to tell you, but I just couldn't. I think you should know, though. On Saturday morning last week, I saw a guy leaving Rosemary's room.
Was it you, Colonel?
How should I put it? It was like they were intimate. I'm sorry. Sorry to bring this up during the mission, but...
I'll try and... Oh, oops. Did not see that camera. Don't know where to run.
No. No! Jack, please answer me! Jack!
Honestly,
We've had that. I agree. You should be able to call like Stillman and all the other people and get weird stuff as well. Makes sense.
actually, there is...
We've heard that.
President Baker should be somewhere to the south. of
President
where you
Baker?
blasted through the wall. Hurry and save him before the terrorists discover his code.
Do you just stand there? Or do you move? You move. Nope, nope.
There's somebody
I am screwed.
What the hell happened?
Actually, I'm in really bad shape financially. I pay money to my ex-wife as part of our divorce settlement, among other bills. I just had no choice but to make you pay for lunch the other day. I'm really sorry.
It's okay, Colonel.
Enemy in the area. Increase security level.
You have to get upstairs, don't you? Oh, he's gonna see me. He's gonna see me. He's gonna see me. No, he's not. Medicine, interesting. So you can catch cold, right?
Even my patience has its limits. I just can't leave this.
Am I the only one who paused the game while Raiden was mid-flip? I would do that, Lauren, but I might get in trouble with YouTube. I don't know. I know exactly what you mean. I don't know what YouTube's tolerance to these sort of things are, honestly. I have no clue. Because they did, like I say, I'm gonna get seen. They did get rid of my video about the torture thing. I'm playing this very strangely right now.
Variety level 13. Rescue Merrill, the return of Ginola.
What is that VR mission? Where the guards are attacking each other? Don't actually know. See ya. Oh yeah, there's nothing there, yeah. there's not actually anything there. It might be alternative missions, yeah. It's like the thing in MGS1 where you can zoom into Johnny. Like, there's nothing actually there.
I hear it's amazing when the famous purple stuffed worm in Flapjaw space with the tuning fork does a raw blink on Harry Carey Rock. I need scissors. 61. Infiltrate.
There you go,
Enemy fortress. Outer heaven. Destroy. The final weapon. Metal Gear.
There's two hands there, Lauren. There's not one.
Your mission is to infiltrate the Fortress Gallowade, rescue the hostages, and neutralize Metal Gear before its assembly is complete.
I think that's the only reference to Ghost Babel in any other MGS game. That's what Grey Fox chants in MGS1.
An anemone or clematis plant's juice can cause a rash. When pruning them, it's a good idea to wear gloves.
It was the train stations. Yeah, it is Ghost Bubble. Canonically, VR missions Jack did, yeah.
I was a North American fall webworm in my past life.
I know, I'm sorry, Haberim. I'd skipped over it.
What were you?
Is that Kojima's wife? I don't think so. I don't think it is Kojima's wife. I had Ghost Babel as a kid, and I could never get very far in it. It was so difficult.
Jack, it's me.
Hi, Rose.
Jack, I owe you an apology.
If it's about that conversation just now, I'm the one who's sorry.
No, it's something else.
What is it?
That day at Federal Hall 2 years
Is it actually
ago,
Kojima's wife?
it
I don't
wasn't
think
a
it is. I think it's just a random girl.
I was ordered to keep an eye on you.
MGS Mobile, I think, spoils this ending.
Yes.
In
by
what
the
way?
Patriots.
You're a spy?
I suppose. Yes. It's an ugly word. Are you still there?
Was sleeping with me a part of the job?
I fell in love with you.
How could anyone?
I can't excuse what I did. I've reported every detail of your personal life to them these 2 years. What you did, said, everything.
Must have been fun.
But some things I didn't tell anyone.
The ghost from Super Mario 64 in the basement is inspired by Miyamoto's wife.
That's why you were involved in this mission. I should have known. Why else would they toss an
You should make that as a
Alice into the
short
mix
and
at
see
the
if people
last minute?
believe
I'm
you.
sorry. I know what I did was wrong.
No matter where I go, I get used.
I reinvented myself to suit your tastes. Hairstyle, clothes, the way I moved, things I talked about. You say you love the color of my hair, my eyes. They're not even real.
You must have gone over my psych profile with a fine-tooth comb.
It was my job.
Great performance. Had me completely fooled.
What I really wanted was for you to see the real me. It hurt to play out this artificial romance. It was worse to lie to myself than to you. The more love you gave me, the more it hurt. Because I knew the person you loved was just a character.
So it was artificial on my end too. It was just a game, not the real thing.
Oh, Jack.
I feel better knowing that.
Sonny is the boy's name?
I
No.
was in love.
What is the kid's
Or
name?
thought I
Wait,
was,
Raiden's kid. Did we
with
find
someone
out?
who didn't exist. I was trying
Sonny's,
to be someone I wasn't by
Olga's
loving
kid.
what wasn't real. I don't know who you really are.
Lil Jon?
The person I
Is it
knew
actually Lil
isn't
Jon?
real. She's not the woman I'm talking to right now. In a sense, the deception was my own, not theirs.
Jack, I thought I was acting because that was my job. But I did fall in love with you. That wasn't an act.
You expect me to believe that? It's okay. You had your reasons, right? Hey, I understand. but I
Raiden's
have
kid name is
nothing
Nigel.
left to...
Jack!
What?
I'm carrying.
That's true, Squish. She is.
Rose, what's going on?
Can we get some clothes on so I don't get banned on
Amazing how you
YouTube?
walk around like that.
Snake.
Been waiting long.
If I was right, I would break it with Rose, not gonna lie. Yeah, I agree.
Where's my gear?
Right over there.
Name after you, Snake at the end of
That's
MGS2.
more like it. Everything you had when you were captured is still there. Sorry about earlier. I had to use you as bait to gain access to Arsenal. It worked.
Why didn't you tell me about Olga?
You never asked. Not happy about that? Get over it.
Any effects of the virus yet?
Still waiting on that.
So, it was rigged by the Patriots?
Looks like it. From what I can tell, Arsenal is headed for Manhattan. I don't know what Solidus is planning, but we'll have to deal with it one way or another. There's also a troop
Okay,
of
Zol.
production model Rays ahead.
How many units?
25, according to Olga.
25?
Mewing?
Yeah.
What's
Can't say
mewing?
I've faced that many Metal Gears before.
What's mewing?
But I think we can deal.
No way we can.
We can, because we have no other choice.
How?
I've stocked up on Stinger missiles.
Is that a Pokemon thing?
Olga
Like
left
Mew?
this for you.
It's a Pokemon.
Why?
Yeah. That was my third. That was my first guess. It's a Pokemon.
I'm not a big fan of blades.
Of the inevitable MGS2 remake uncensors MGS2. In what way? What part of MGS2 is censored? Other than Raiden running around naked.
Move the right stick
Achievement.
up and down to make a vertical slice, and left and
Collect
right
every
to
type of
slice
weapon in the
parallel to the
plan.
ground.
I'm pretty sure I had the sword already, but whatever.
Move the stick in a circle to do a rotating cut. Push it
I really want to see the
forward
flag.
lunge and strike.
Which flag?
You can guard with your blade if you have the LB button pressed down.
Unclad, you should
You
riz
should be
yourself.
able
It's
to
a brain
deflect
rot
a
thing.
bullet or
Okay.
two.
Alright. That's where I'll leave that then. Mewing is this weird thing people are doing with their face nowadays. With their face?
What are you thinking?
A US flag? Oh, you mean at the end? With Solidus, right? If you could kill off one character to save another, which would they be? Let's kill Rose to save Sniper Wolf. I'm not sure why you're spamming my chat. It's whatever. Can I put him to, you can put him to sleep. Oh wait, no I can't. I guess I can just knock him out. Then you call him. Oh yeah, non-lethal sword, good point. You can get his dog tag, right? Yeah. Come on, Snake, let's go. Yeah, I'd kill Rose and I'd get back Liquid. How about that? I want more Liquid Snake in my life. Hideo Kojima tag in extreme.
Moron.
How do you switch the thing? Triangle? Oh, there we go.
Damn, kid.
You can deflect his... How do you deflect bullets?
Moron.
That's how. Left trigger, yeah. L1.
Come on, time to go.
He says something if he kills you. Why is the blood turned? I don't think the blood is turned
If
off.
you run out of ammo, you can have mine.
You got enough?
Is it? Maybe it is.
Absolutely.
I don't know why, Paul. I'm not sure.
Infinite ammo.
Wait up, Snake.
What?
Save Raven. That's an interesting choice.
Snake, have you ever enjoyed killing someone?
What are you talking about?
I'm not
You
sure.
enjoy all the
Sometimes
killing.
it's hard to tell the difference between reality and a game.
Diminished sense of reality, huh? VR training will do that.
No. It was
Yeah,
field
and
training when I was a kid.
It's kind of weird.
I lied, Snake. I have more field experience than I can
It is
remember.
Habram. Yeah,
It's
you're
not
right.
VR
It
that's
is.
doing this to me.
Raiden, we don't carry
Is it me or
guns to
the
take
audio is
people
quite
down.
low?
We're
Yeah,
not
my
gonna
audio
have
is
some
always screwed up, Paul. I'm
politician
sorry. I'm sure
You can
something's
say that
wrong.
because you're a legend. A
I'm sure
hero.
I'm too quiet or the
I'm
game's
just
too
a
quiet.
remember, a dirty reminder of a terrible mistake.
MGS1 Vulcan
Legends don't
Raven.
mean a whole lot. I was just a name to exploit, just like you.
People will remember only the good part. The right
Sounds
part
okay.
of what you did.
There's no right part in murder. Not ever.
Bye-bye.
And we're not
Bye-bye,
in this to
Angry
make a
Kitten.
name for ourselves.
Then
Bye-bye.
what are you and Otacon fighting for?
A
You banned me,
future.
I leave? I
You can
didn't
still be
ban
part
you.
of a mistake. Starting now.
What am I? What am I supposed to do?
If you change PS2 internal time to 1 week or 2 weeks, Snake grows beard back. You stream from PS... No, this is
Find something
PC.
to believe in
Steam.
And find it for yourself. And when you do, pass it on to the future.
Believe in what?
That's your problem. Come on.
Can I just, like, leave Snake to fight everything on this bit?
Snake, Raiden.
Otacon, you alright?
Yeah, so are all the hostages.
That's good news.
How's everything on your end?
All right for now.
but there is something.
Sorry, Zor, did I talk over it?
The Colonel's last transmission.
My regular
Strange.
Lenovo will explode trying to run anything from Steam.
How? Just
PS5 is the only
strange.
option.
No idea.
Interference?
I don't know.
Where is this Colonel?
I don't know. I've never met the man, actually.
I'll dig around.
Thanks.
Yeah, my choice would definitely be Liquid, I
If there's
think.
anything else, call me on the codec. I might be able to help. The frequency is 141.12.
I haven't had a console anima in a long time. I've been purely PC for like the last 15 years or something. Unless you count Nintendo consoles, which I guess you can. Where's my sword? Where's the armor? I have a body armor, right? Yeah. Thank you. This is the Master Collection version, Lauren. From last year. On PC, yeah. Sorry. Yeah. I don't have a PS4 or a PS5 to play a console version, so this is... Or it's on Switch, right, as well? Clicking the right stick. Why? Oh, you stab, okay. Interesting. I don't think I knew that, Mr. X. Does it one-shot the stab? They added mouse support? No, I did not see that. I can't imagine playing this with I can't imagine playing this with a mouse though, honestly. Any interest in MGS3 remaster? Yeah, Jake, I will most likely check it out and stream it
Where he is.
when it comes out.
Inside Arsenal.
What?
I've checked out all the possibilities, but I keep coming back to Arsenal. It isn't a relay point.
I didn't know that,
the
Mr.
origin
X.
of
Thank
the
you for telling me.
And the encryption protocol it uses is exactly the same as that of Arsenal's AI, the so-called GW.
What the hell does this mean?
I think it means you've been talking to an AI.
That's impossible.
The Colonel probably isn't GW per
The
se.
humiliating bosses with mouse,
GW
really?
was most likely stimulating cortical activity in the dormant part of your brain through signal manipulation of your own nanomachines. The Colonel is, in part, your own creation, cobbled together from expectations and experience.
That's crazy!
But it's probably the truth. The virus may be starting to affect GW, which would explain the Colonel's behavior.
It was all an illusion? Everything I've done so far?
Raiden.
Snake, what's happening around here?
I don't know. What I do know is that you're standing right here in front of me. Not an illusion. Flesh and blood.
Huh?
It's your call. You can drop this if you want.
No, I can't do that. Let's go.
Plug the mouse into the USB port. I should try it. I should try it with the mouse controls. Can I do it? Can I do it without? Because my keyboard's right in front of me.
Raiden, they've got Rose.
Whatever. What?
Rose is being held in the holds.
It's a trap.
Rose!
Raiden, get a grip.
But Snake...
It's a trap. Since the Colonel doesn't exist, there's no way he can take Rose hostage.
Yeah, you're right.
I am right.
Okay. Does Rose exist?
Don't be weird.
Try mouse. I'll try in a sec.
What if I've never really met her?
What?
If the Colonel is something that I partly dreamt up, then everything I remember about her could be...
Don't jump to conclusions.
You and Otacon are the ones that say the Colonel never existed.
Raiden,
Is this what Olga was talking about?
Okay, mouse. Okay, I can WASD mouse. Spacebar is crouch. Interesting. I can't attack. It's not attacking. I can't imagine playing it with a mouse and keyboard. It'd be so weird. It doesn't matter, and it's not a big deal. It's why it confused me so much as a teenager. It was always Silent Hill-ish with its strangeness. It's pretty trippy at this point of the game. Everything is just off the rails, really. Need to play the OG Silent Hill 2. Did you finish the remake? There's some trick you can do here to like skip this, and I can't remember what it is. I think you take one of like hostage or something. No, wait, hang on. And they just don't do it. Like Snake will just kill all of them. Like, imagine playing this game when you're young and this happens. It's like, what is going on right now? What is happening? Like, I feel like the other MGS games never got this crazy. Hello, Kale. James. Brother. Brother! That's when you were about 9. I was a little older than that, but even then it was a bit, what is even happening in this game? I had no understanding of anything. It all completely went over my head. What is everyone talking about right now? Close my console right away. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. There's no way. I mean, the kernel tells you to turn off your console. You've gotta obey. It'd be funny if you got like something for actually doing it, for actually turning off your console. Was sure I didn't know memory card. I think I did as well, Culture. I think I played the entire game in like one evening when I got it. Alright, Mr. X, take care. See you later. Yeah, I got MGS2 and I was like, I have to beat this in one day, and I think I did.
Fortune. It's been a long wait, Solid Snake. The root of all my sorrows.
What?
2 years ago, you killed my father.
With the railgun? You have to play MGS4 for the railgun.
Hell for us. Everyone I love has been taken from me one by one, and no matter how hard I try,
Whole day I was scared. So scared it was gonna crash.
Endless nightmare. The only thing we live for is to see it end. Our wait is almost over.
You can't be serious about firing the nuke.
Since no one can kill me, I may as well kill everyone I can. Starting you,
Damn! Looks like I'm today's pick.
Because we married today? That's good. Wouldn't it be cool if in the MGS4 Scream Mantis boss fight you had to turn your internet off because that was how she was reading your mind?
You want eternal rest? I've got it right here.
I wish there was more crazy stuff like that in MGS4. In future games, there should have been more like breaking the fourth wall kind of stuff.
Bullets can't get near her.
I'll think of something. There's no sense.
I like how in the fight she turns into like the Mark II and things. CD scratches. They've absolutely culture crack. Yeah.
One thing clear. I didn't kill your father.
CD scratches were the bane of everyone's existence. I forget where, but I read somewhere that Kojima wanted to make MGS1 discs smell like blood. being in the console for a while? No way. I would like to. I would like to know if that's true, because that's interesting. How would they smell like blood? What would you do? Just, I don't know. I don't like this fight. I always take 100 years to do it. It's funny you say that, Culture. Like, people constantly are like, how did you discover all these things in MGS? I did not discover any of these things. This game's like 20 years old at this point. More than 20 years old.
It looks like you've remembered the way you used
Resident Evil had a blood candle? What, a real blood candle?
Proud achievements.
What are you talking about?
It came as a complete surprise when Ocelot discovered the S3 data from GW. Not a bad idea, though.
So when are we getting a remake of this? I mean, Raiden's cheeks in 4K. I think I did a poll, and what did I say in the poll? I said,
S3 stands
do you think they'll do more remakes after Delta? And the general consensus is yes. So we might see an MGS2 remake.
The result is a Foxhound Commando. When Foxhound no longer
I suspect they would do the first game first and then move on to 2. Obviously.
Sound like someone you know, Jack? I'm sorry to see you reduced to one of the Patriots' puppets.
People, yeah, I agree. Yeah, they do. What do people usually they say? I mean, it's the room where you take pictures of Mei Ling and Naomi in VR. But what are the other theories about this room? I can't remember. I just assume it's some weird like VR room in Arsenal gear. Tier 3 didn't even need it, to be honest, but we'll buy it, yeah. But we had an MGS1 remake. It's called The Twin Snakes, right?
You ran from it, and now you've been led back to war by something less than real.
The mid-stakes. I love saying that every time. It's like, oh, but we have the Twin Snakes, the greatest game ever made.
No more
Don't you dare mutter that curse.
There's no reason to keep you alive now.
Sorry, hexaphobia. Yeah, Twin Snakes remake. Exactly. Zor has the right idea. We need Twin Snakes remastered. We need Metal Gear Survive remaster as well. I don't like this bit. I always screw this up. Somehow. James, you still there? Spamming Chef actually do something, Habram? You just stun them. I'll make it slightly easier, I guess. You know how Ray's meant to be like the ultimate Metal Gear killing machine, but they don't actually do very much. But you're right, where is this place? Because it's big enough to fit several Metal Gear raids in here as like storage. Like where are we? Is this all VR? Because it's the VR thing from VR missions, but it's clearly not VR. And there's water you can jump into? Is this on top of Arsenal gear? Like, Liquid and Snake dive off into the water. So it's obviously not VR because again there's multiple people in it as well. And they're not virtual. I think I always thought it was on top of Arsenal. Somewhere. Then what's it say if you pause? Right, okay. Right. Okay, never mind. Ignore that. That's where we are right now. It's Arsenal, it's big enough to crash into the city. Yeah. It's pretty huge. Honestly, this is a lot more relaxed when you use chat. For sure. You're still firing missiles. Should probably heal just in case I get one shot. It's for how much easier the controls are in MGS2 compared to the first game. Like, it's such a pain to aim in the first game with like the Stinger and the PSG-1. I don't think I got hit. Where's Raiden stalling on, Lisa? Yeah, good question. It's no use! I can't remember how many of these you have to kill on European. It sucked. Yeah, I bet it does. Just an endurance test, right?
Oh, don't do this. They'll know.
The next cutscene they are on top of Arsenal, but it doesn't look like this floor. No hexagon and no... Yeah, you're right. It changes.
This is suicide.
Your nanomachines
Snake breaking his cuffs and diving into the ocean going after Metal Gear was so nuts. He's such a badass guy.
If you die,
What does he say when he jumps off? He's like, "Nyeh!" Like the subtitles are like, "Nyeh!" It's really funny. It's great.
I see. So that's why you sold your troops out to me. So many dead, and they all died trusting you. Weren't they your
I missed Twin Snakes combo, but do we think it'll part of the Master Collection? I doubt it. I do not think it will be on the Master Collection. No.
I know I'm going to help.
If it is on the Master Collection, I'll be very surprised. Yeah, something like that, Adam. Yeah.
I'll be happy to accommodate you. See you in hell.
You know, anyone that uses a P90 is a badass. Especially in Counter-Strike.
You have to.
Oh, God.
George Sears was a CS 1.6 Pro. He knows what guns to use for sure. I feel there's more of a chance of Twin Snakes being on Volume 2 than just. You think so? I really don't think so, Lauren. I really doubt it.
Enjoy the show, Jack.
Do you think they'll do a Volume 3? Is the next question. And would a Volume 3 have 4 on? And 5?
What's going on? What's wrong with it?
GW, it's out of control.
What?
Well, let me post the link. Can you just not post links in the chat? I don't know if that's a rule thing or a YouTube thing. They are never playing. You don't think they'll ever do it? I think it'll be in the Master Collection. I'm pretty sure it will be. I'm certain. I mean, surely the whole point of a Master Collection is to put all the games in the collection, right?
What happened?
Maybe some kind of virus.
This boss fight looks so bad.
Patriots?
I'm not a fan of the Metal Gear
What have you been up to?
Raise fight.
Too late. Arsenal system control is going haywire.
Yeah, I think Zor's right. I think it'll definitely be in the next collection. MG4 being stuck on the PS3 for so long just makes me a little cynical. 4 has a bunch of like PlayStation references in, but who cares at this point? 4 is the only reason it's still on my PS3. It's definitely a big reason for a lot of people. Volume 3 will be Ground Zeroes and Phantom Pain. What, just two games? I doubt it. I don't think there'll be a Volume 3. I think they'll do 2, and that's it. The iPod, yeah, I forgot about this. The iPod and the Playboy magazines and the what's the food in that game? Calorie? Is it no, it's not Calorie Mate. It's something else. There's like a drink in it, some Japanese drink. Or is it Calorie Mate? Or is that free? There's some brand in 4. Regain, that's it. Yeah, thank you, Adam. Yeah. There's some Japanese like it's like a protein drink or something.
You still have some use.
I would wait, Devin. I really think it'll be on the Master Collection Volume 2. Honestly, if it's not, I'll be very surprised. Yeah, the iPod. There's Assassin's Creed stuff in 4. There's what else is there? I'm sure there's more than that.
Bring him in.
I mean, it's an. Was it Monster? I'm not sure about that. Triumph. What, the car brand?
Are you awake yet, Jack? GW, the Arsenal AI is corrupted beyond repair. I admit that I underestimated you.
When they made Resident Evil HD Remaster, they replaced all the GameCubes that were on tables with like just generic, like almost like CD players. I think they could do something like that.
Instead, my son.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry, yeah, the motorcycle. Do I have to press something here? I hope I don't die. Okay, never mind.
Are you all right?
I wasn't paying attention.
Answer me. Raiden!
What button's the action button? Circle, I think.
Are you awake yet, Jack?
Look at Snake. Okay.
GW, the Arsenal AI is corrupted beyond repair. I admit that I underestimated you. I'll squeeze the answers out of you instead, my son.
You get a boost if you look at Snake? Oh, you look at Snake now. Is that true? I felt I'm gonna die again. I can't press this fast enough.
What's going on? Raiden! Raiden!
Is it circle I'm meant to be pressing or X?
Are you awake yet, Jack? GW, the Arsenal AI is corrupted beyond.
You're gonna play anything after this? Maybe Squish. I'm not sure. What's the action button? Which button is the action button? I can't remember. I don't remember, neither do I. I'll try X this time. Triangle? Yeah, I think you're right actually. Yeah, okay, never mind, it's triangle. I was pressing circle the entire time and it's clearly not circle.
What do you hope to hear? You know he doesn't
Yeah, it's triangle.
It's not him I want the answers from.
What do you mean?
That's not your business.
Oh, really? It so happens I have some business of my own to attend to.
Planning to hijack Arsenal?
Huh?
You were going to screw me over, weren't you?
Who talked? Ocelot?
Not exactly. I was the one who used Ocelot to suggest the idea to you in the first place.
What?
I was planning to give you Arsenal to begin with.
Why the uncharacteristic generosity?
I'm no philanthropist. Arsenal is far from impregnable. It needs other Metal Gears as guards.
See, this is the original array, the one with the Marines logo.
Air, sea, and land support
The
to
one from the
function
tanker.
efficiently against a large attack force.
Whereas the
without
others in the mass
support,
produce arrays.
Arsenal is nothing more than a gigantic coffin. Seizing Arsenal gear was never the real objective.
What was your objective then?
A list of names of the Patriots. They were planning to extend their control to digital information flow with GW and Arsenal. That means the information they want to filter out is contained in GW, including that list of the highest 12 members of the Patriots Wiseman's Committee.
And once you knew
I realized,
who they
Adam,
were,
there was
you would
like
cross out their
it was like a
names
digital
one by
novel,
one.
and John Saigon came back and did some more
With our
lines
useless
as
arsenal drew their fire.
Solidus,
Very good.
You were using us all
which is cool.
along.
I didn't realize
Were
that.
you any different?
But your plans hit a snag with GW destroyed, hasn't
Snag.
it?
No, there is another way.
Really? But we have our own plans to carry out. We'll take the arsenal since you don't care for it anyway. The purified
Yeah, there's
hydrogen
some-
bomb
there's-
is ready to go.
A nuclear
It's like a digital
strike won't
comic or
stop
something,
them.
and it's got more Solidus in it if you're interested.
It will damage their power source.
I can't remember exactly where it
The
is and how you
mindless
play it.
masses that they control. First things first.
Of course. That was what you wanted. I won't stop.
Graphic
you.
novel, yeah, you're right.
Good
End.
luck.
Well, End has it. End has the
Quite
answer.
enough of that.
I mean, it's probably on one of the collections, I imagine. Maybe? Or you could just go on YouTube, I
What
imagine.
exactly do you find so funny?
Charades usually are humorous.
Charades.
I wouldn't have minded watching some more of it, but we're running a little short on time.
I think it
What
did
are
have
you
room,
talking
yeah.
about?
Everything you've done here has been scripted. A little exercise set up by us.
Exercise.
The S3 plan was conceived as a means to produce soldiers on par
Yeah,
with
bonus
Solid
thing.
Snake.
You're right.
That's what I told you.
Digital was a part of the map.
But the
And I'll look
VR
after this if I
training
have
the
them
boy was put
hex.
through is not the meat of the project.
I imagine I do.
You think this little terrorist incident is your own doing, Solidus? This is the S3 training kernel. An orchestrated recreation of Shadow Moses.
What?
What?
Ames and the President's deaths. The ninja. The computer virus that mimics Fox Die. Did you really think they were all a coincidence?
I really like Ocelot's one of my favorite characters for sure. I was so sad in MGS5 when they got... I said this last stream, I think. I was pretty sad when they changed his voice actor. How much third game in the UK?
arranged for the appearance of the ninja as well.
I don't know, like 12, 15 pounds or something on
As for
Steam.
the president,
I have the
Johnson
HD
realized
collection and the
what was
original
going
PS2
on.
version.
He played out
The
his
guy from last,
allotted
yeah.
part.
I kind of
As for
wanted
the
either this guy
computer
or the
it's a digital
guy from MGS3
counterpart
to
of
do it,
Fox
but nah.
It
I
was
mean,
also
it's
designed
just
to
one of the
eliminate
problems I
every
have with
scrap of
MGS5, let's be
information
real.
regarding the Patriots
Troy
from
Baker,
GW.
yeah.
Your plan was invalidated even before execution, Solidus.
Don't they retcon it in this game, Squish? Because they say it's the
different story. He's one of our own people.
Solid Snake simulation, but then they say it's the selection for societal sanity. What's the real answer?
Tackle the exercise proper.
Or are you saying they retcon one of
We
those
had to
two?
arrange for Stillman's presence to coax the maniac into agreeing.
I agree,
If the
Adam.
boy had allowed
I
the
agree.
big shell to be destroyed,
I don't like having the
this
same
exercise
handful of voice
wouldn't
actors and
be
everything.
there.
I think it's crappy, honestly.
The project has no room for failures.
What do you mean?
It was
Given
two
the
Adams.
right
The coolest
situation,
name.
the right
The best name in the
anyone
world. There's
can
two
be
of them.
shaped into Snake. Even rookies can fight like
It's when you're
mimics
talking to the
here.
AI at the end, Squish. They say it's not. It doesn't mean Solid Snake
An
simulation.
instant creation of genius. And this training kernel will provide more than enough data to formulate such a program.
Doesn't GW?
You
Are you
did
talking?
so.
Is that who you're talking to by the end, GW?
You're all nothing but pawns.
I guess it is,
Create the
yeah.
perfect simulation.
Adams Unite, yeah.
Solidus, you and the boy were selected because your
Selection for
relationship
selection for
resembles the one
societal
between
sanity.
Snake and Big Boss.
All the AIs are named after presidents, right? But you only really interact with GW and JD in the second one. But JD's not a president, right? It's John Doe. It's not. There's no president that has JD as their initials. I don't think.
We've gone to a lot of trouble to set you up against the boy. That story about purified hydrogen bombs
I think
is
I'm
just
right.
the tip of the iceberg. The project was already underway when I sunk that tanker, along with your old man 2 years ago.
Olga.
Throwing your husband in the brig was a part of it too.
Yeah, John Doe. Yeah.
You were told
But what's the AIs that you don't
interact?
interact? What are the other two AIs? There's four, right?
Patriots. We provoked and encouraged your hatred.
Thomas Jeff. Is there a TJ?
And you opted for vengeance.
TL.
Just as we planned.
Do I remember the other? No, neither do I.
All orchestrated.
Maybe there's a TJ for Thomas
Except
Jefferson.
for the appearance of the real Solid Snake.
It's all the ones on. Oh, okay, right.
I wonder now who
Is there AL? All the ones on a Mount Rushmore. Who's on Mount Rushmore? It's yeah, Theodore Roosevelt. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I thought it was like the founding fathers, or some of them, because there's a lot of founding fathers, right?
You're no Lady Luck. You have nothing that we didn't.
Is Thomas
give you.
Jefferson on the Mount Rushmore?
What?
ALTR, TJ, GW, and JD.
Do you know why
Yeah, you're
no
right,
bullet
Squish.
could hit you?
Yeah.
It wasn't magic.
That
or
bit
some new
with
age mumbo jumbo.
Alta Haven and there's some
Wasn't your
where it's got a
talents.
Mount Rushmore. It's a
It
bit
was all
weird,
staged
honestly.
By the Patriots.
Thomas Jefferson is on there. Okay, right. Shows what I know.
You were being shielded by the electromagnetic weapons technology that the Patriots developed.
Do people think Thomas Jefferson's a better president
Your
than
dead cell comrades loved your father and husband.
what's his name? John Adams, like the second
We
president?
needed a
You'd think they
pathetic
put John
wretch
Adams
like
on
you
Mount Rushmore.
to keep them focused. You've been our puppet all along, just like Olga.
Or both of them.
No.
You were hamming it up. as
People
the
hate Adams, do they?
tragic heroine, thanks
I
to
watched
the
that
script
HBO
the
series about
Patriots
John
wrote for
Adams
you.
a while ago.
Pure self-indulgence, absorbed in your own misfortune.
When Johnny became
You couldn't
incorporated
get
into
enough
the
of the
plot
drama.
and that's every
I could have died
scene I just couldn't stand this.
wanted to.
Thought I got her in the heart.
People like Jefferson more. Why do people like Jefferson more? gonna name my son Adam if I get one. Is Adam a common Turkish name? And
My dear, but your luck's run out. This is the little gift.
a bit disappointing
There's
person.
no such thing as miracles or the supernatural. Only cutting-edge technology.
Would you name children after video game characters? As a European American history, it kind of feels like a plot of an MGS game. Yeah, you're right. It's interesting though. Adem with an E. Okay. Could be Ademska. Was buying Louisiana down to Jefferson's brilliance, or could have anyone bought Louisiana?
Now that I have enough data, all I have to do is retrieve Arsenal and clean up the refuse from
Could have been anyone.
Just try.
Fair enough. Napoleon really wanted to sell. I wonder why. I wonder why Napoleon wanted to sell Louisiana. It's a big mystery.
How's this then? Damn.
Yeah, but why did he need the money? Is the answer. Is the question. Who was giving him trouble? Who was causing him all sorts of nonsense?
You idiot! Get the hell away from there!
50 different coalitions, yeah.
I told you, your luck's run out.
We'll continue to learn history for MJS, you guys are all.
It's all the payload Ray has. Die!
Everybody down!
What the? Impossible!
She is Lady Luck.
Because she's Lady Luck, Lauren, that's why. The snake just said it.
My name is Helena Dolph Jackson, the daughter of a proud and noble soldier.
Look, if Psycho Mantis can have psychic powers, Fortune can have, like,
I can
Matrix Neo powers.
see my family again.
For real. I like how Ray looks down when she falls over. Like, as if you wouldn't be able to see him. As if you wouldn't be able to see her falling down unless you moved the cockpit.
Try this instead.
No!
No!
No! No, not now! Brothers! Liquid!
Liquid!
I've been waiting for this! It can't be. I've been inside this arm all along, waiting for the right time to awaken. You were inside Ocelot?
Yes, a sleeper in the arm of a Patriot spy. It was you 2 years ago? Exactly. I was confronting
Everyone should
him.
subscribe to Cam Clark's YouTube channel.
Snake, it was I that leaked information about Arsenal to your partner and got you out here. What? You're the only one that can free me. After all... I'm off to bury the Patriots for good.
You know where they are? How?
Yeah,
Why
and
do you think I chose Ocelot
he
as
will
my
occasionally
host?
do Metal Gear related
But before
things.
I go, I have a
Taco Bell drive-through vid, yeah.
both of you. There's room for only one Snake and one big boss.
He does like Christmas songs with David Hayter in the voices.
Time to say goodbye.
Yeah, it's weird, so I mean they sort of completely changed what they wanted the arm to actually do by MGS4.
Like surfing, it's a good way to go.
Like he's not actually possessed, it's all just nanomachines and psychotherapy. It's not actually anything paranormal.
Liquid, stop this thing. Hey, Snake, you coming?
There it is. HRREYAA. Hello, Timo. Arsenal looks like the submarine in the Phantom Menace that they get from the Gungans. Oh, Vincent, we're just getting started with the cutscenes. Let's be real. I haven't touched my controller for 12 minutes. It's just sitting on my desk right now. I'm not even holding it. Arsenal's a giant green bell pepper. It looks like the submarine from Phantom Menace.
Federal Hall.
What are you laughing at?
Trying to make yoga. Interesting.
Do you know what day it is today?
April 30th?
I've been to New York and I didn't go to Federal Hall. I kind of regret it. I want to go to Federal Hall and just start laughing outside of it.
President of the United States of America 200 years ago today. And it happened right here. We were going to declare another independence, the dawn of a new nation.
Hello, Triple X. Yeah, I'm sorry. It was a bit of an impromptu stream. I wasn't sure if I was going to stream today. So I wanted to do like a scary game, but I couldn't think of anything I wanted to really play.
This is where freedom could have been born.
Carnegie Hall?
All you want is power at any cost.
Jack, it's not power.
Sounds familiar, but I don't know what it is.
What I wanted to take back from the Patriots are things like freedom, civil rights, opportunities. The founding principles of this country.
I'll Google it. Carnegie Hall.
Everything that's about to be
It's where
wiped
Parasite
out
Eve 1
by their
stands.
digital
Okay.
censorship. Jack,
Carnegie Hall.
listen to me. We're all born with an expiration date. No one lasts forever. Life is nothing but a grace period for turning the best of our genetic material into the
Yeah,
next
no worries,
generation.
Triple X. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
The data of life is transferred
Shot the other day was
from
pure
parent to
genius.
child.
I can't remember what did I put out this week. I can't remember.
We have no heirs.
I put out
We brothers are called
the guards
Les
thing
Enfants
in
Terribles.
MGS1. What did I make yesterday?
With the ability to reproduce
What did I do yesterday? I can't even remember.
out. What is our legacy if we cannot pass the torch? Proof of our
It's funny, I make these videos and I can't
mark of
remember what they
some
were
sort.
and when I put them out. Rumble Racing,
When
it
the
sounds
torch is
familiar.
passed on from parent to child,
Don't think I've played it though.
it extends beyond DNA.
Tanker, yeah,
Information
you're
is
right.
imparted as well.
Yeah, Tanker. Wait, Tanker?
All I want is to be
Oh,
remembered
it was the
by
projector
other
thing.
people,
Yeah, you're
by
right.
history.
Yeah.
The Patriots are trying to protect their power, their own interests, by controlling the digital flow of information. I want my memory, my existence to remain. Unlike an intron of history, I will be remembered as an exon. That will be my legacy, my mark in history.
This chat's full of exons.
But the Patriots would deny us even that.
I'm not sure. So what I know, from what I know, Triple X, that's the only time it actually
And
works like
liberate us
that.
all, and we will become the Sons of Liberty.
Oh, he said the thing.
Raiden, are you receiving? We're still here.
How's that possible? The AI was destroyed.
Only GW.
Who are you?
It sounds
To
familiar,
begin
Timo.
with, we're not what you'd call human. Over the past 200 years,
It's the
a kind of
12-minute protocol,
consciousness
yeah.
formed layer by layer in the
I'm
physical
literally on my
White
phone
House.
right now, Vincent.
It's
Just
not
looking at
unlike the way
Carnegie
life
Hall
started the
in
oceans
New
4
York City.
billion years ago. The White House was our primordial soup, a base of evolution. We are formless. We are the very discipline and morality that Americans invoke.
What else
so
should I
often.
Google? Give me
How
something
can
to
anyone
Google.
hope to eliminate us?
What does
As long as this
Exxon
nation
mean? Let's
exists,
find out.
So will we.
Cut the
Exxon
crap.
Mobil.
If you're immortal, why would you take away individual freedoms and censor the net?
Exxon meaning.
Jack, don't be silly.
Don't you know that our plans have your
I just want the word. I keep getting the
interests, not ours,
company.
in mind?
What?
Jack, listen carefully, like a good boy.
The mapping of the human
Exxon, yeah, that's all I'm getting is oil things.
As a result,
Google
the evolutionary
it.
law
Get out of here,
is
Triple X.
universally open to us.
We
Nobody
started with genetic
Google that
engineering,
ever.
And in the end, we succeeded in digitizing
Exxon.
life itself.
But there
Wic-
are things
Wiktionary.
not covered by genetic information.
What do you mean?
Is Exxon even I can't actually find a definition for it.
Ideas,
It's actually a real word.
culture,
It doesn't seem to be.
Genes don't contain any
Weird
record
butt
of
slapping
human
game.
history.
Is it something that should not be passed on?
Yeah, I would
Should
not
that
recommend
information be left at the mercy of
digging
nature?
into Tub Girl.
We've always kept records of our lives.
What about Intron? Was it
through
Intron the one he
words,
said?
Pictures,
Intron.
symbols, from tablets to books.
But not all
An intron is a
information
non-coding
inherited
DNA
by
sequence
later
within a gene that
generations.
is removed
A
before the
small
final
percentage of
RNA
the
product
whole
is
was
created.
collected and processed, then passed on.
I don't think Solidus knows what these
Unlike
words
genes,
mean.
really.
That's what history is, Jack.
But in the current digitized world, trivial information is accumulating every second, preserved in all its triteness. Never
Triteness.
fading,
That's a good word.
Always accessible.
Rumors
Yeah, you're right,
about
Zoe. It's an
petty
analogy.
issues,
You're right. It's about
misinterpretations,
genes.
slander.
All this junk data preserved
DNA.
in an unfiltered state, growing at an alarming rate.
It will only slow down social progress, reduce the rate
Excellent
of
gas station, maybe
evolution.
with the praise he doesn't use doesn't exist a
Our
plan.
plan is one
Yeah.
of censorship.
Are you telling me it's not?
You're being silly. What we propose to do is not to control
I'm not going to sit here and
content,
pretend that I
but
know
to
what these words
create
mean.
Context.
Create context.
The digital society furthers human flaws and selectively rewards development of convenience.
What did you think of my
and
Tomb
truth.
Raider poll, by the way?
Just look at
I was
the
very
strange
surprised
juxtaposition
of the results of that.
morality around you.
Billions
still getting
spent on
comments
new
on it.
weapons in order
This is
to
a good comment.
humanely
There must be a lot of
murder other
16-year-olds in
humans.
here.
Rights of
Wonder what he
criminals
means by
are given
that.
more respect than the privacy of their victims.
Although there are people suffering in poverty, huge donations are made to protect endangered species. Everyone grows up being told the same thing.
Be nice to other people.
But beat out the competition.
You're special. Believe in yourself and you will succeed.
You hate the
But it's
classic Lara
obvious
design?
from the start that
So
only a few can
over-sexualized?
succeed.
You exercise your right to freedom, and this is the result. All rhetoric to avoid conflict and protect each other from
Yeah.
hurt. The untested truths spun by different
I mean, to me,
wizards
that is Lara
beginning to
Croft.
turn
If I had the vote in that
sandbox
poll, I
of
would definitely
political
choose classic.
value systems.
Everyone withdraws
All right,
into
Triple
their
X,
own
stay
small,
safe in your
gated
firefighting
community,
job.
afraid of a larger forum.
I'll see you
They
later.
stay inside their little ponds, leaking whatever truth suits them into the growing cesspool of society at large.
The different cardinal truths neither clash nor mesh. No one is invalidated.
A design
but
mistake?
nobody
What,
is
Lara
right.
Croft?
Not even natural selection can take place here. The world is being engulfed in truth.
Sorry, we did not
This is
vote.
the way the world ends, not with a bang, but a whimper.
We're trying to stop that from happening.
Zor, do you think the one in the mid-2000s was kind of a compromise?
Just as in
Or do you think that was... I mean, that was pretty
unnecessary
sexualized still, I guess.
information and memory
Right?
must be filtered out to stimulate the evolution of the
If it's not your cup of tea.
And you think you're qualified to decide what's
I never played the
necessary and
reboot
not?
Tomb Raider games.
Absolutely. Who else could wade through the sea of garbage you people produce, retrieve valuable truths,
That's not
and
it.
even interpret their meaning for later generations?
That's what it means to create context.
I'll decide for myself what to believe.
Oh,
and what
she's
to
based
pass
off one of the
on.
dev sister. Which one, Habram? The new one?
Idea.
Or something Snake told you.
That's the proof of your incompetence right there. You lack the qualifications to exercise free will.
That's not true. I have the right.
Does something like a self exist inside of you?
The idea of the character?
That which you call self
Okay.
serves as nothing more than a
That's
mask
going a
to
bit
cover
too
your own
far.
being.
In this era of ready-made truths, self is just something used to preserve those positive emotions that you
Yeah, but the
occasionally
classic Lara to me
Another
is that's
possibility
just
that self
Lara Croft to
is a
me.
concept you conveniently borrowed
It's
under
the
logic
iconic look
that would
that she
endow you
had.
with
Like
some
they
sense
added a
of
skin to
strength.
Fortnite of all things a few years ago, and it was like, oh,
Would
there's
you
a
prefer
classic
that
Lara
someone
Croft
else
skin,
tell you?
and I almost played
All
Fortnite
right,
just because of it.
Explain it to him.
Jack, you're simply the best. And you got there all by yourself.
I almost bought a Fortnite skin, but I didn't in the end.
Oh, what happened? Do you feel lost?
Sister likes
Why
to
not
climb
try a bit
mountains
of
and stuff,
soul-searching?
and raid
Don't think
tombs
you'll
and steal
find
artifacts.
anything, though.
Ironic that although self is something that you yourself fashioned, every time something goes wrong, you turn around and place the blame on something else.
It's not my fault. It's
I miss
not
Snake.
your
Can you not-
fault.
In
Do
the
Fortnite
night,
skins come and
you
go?
simply
Like, do
resort
they
to
not stick
looking for
around?
Another, more convenient truth.
I
in
do
order
have
to make
him.
yourself
Yeah,
feel
I remember when
better.
Fortnite was like
Leaving
a dead
behind in
game.
an instant the so-called truth you once embraced.
Should someone like that be able to
Like, can you not just go and buy
decide
the
what is
Snake
true?
skin now, or do you have to
Someone like
wait?
you even have
Or
the
does it
right
do
to
they
decide?
do they rotate the
Done
skins?
nothing but abuse
I don't
your
actually know how
authority.
Fortnite works.
You
I'll be
don't
honest.
deserve to be free.
I thought you
Not
could
the
just buy
ones
everything all the
of
time.
world. You are.
The individual is supposed to be weak, but far from powerless. A single person has the potential to ruin the world.
And the age of digitized communication has given even more power to the individual. Too much power for an immature species.
Building a legacy involves figuring out what is wanted and what needs to be done for that goal. All this you used to struggle with. Now we think for you.
We are your guardians, after all.
You want to control human thought, human behavior?
Of course. Anything can be quantified nowadays. That's what this exercise was designed to prove.
You fell in love with me just as you were meant to, after all. Isn't that right, Jack?
Ocelot was not
Sometimes I
told
play the
whole
Halloween
truth,
level at
to
Viscera
say the
Cleanup.
least.
Is that the game where you're like a
Rule the
janitor
entire
after
nation.
someone's gone
What
through
interest
like
would a single soldier,
an
no matter
FPS game
how
or something?
able,
It's
be
like
to
you're
us?
cleaning up
The
after
S3
Doom guy's
plan
gone
does
through a
not
level.
stand for Solid Snake
Yeah.
Simulation.
Interesting game.
What it does stand for is selection for societal
Foxtrot
sanity.
Taunt, yeah. TF2 was
The
a
S3 is
trendsetter in a
system
lot of
for
ways.
controlling human will and consciousness. S3 is not you, a soldier trained in the image of Solid Snake.
Does that have co-op, that game? That's interesting.
It is a
How many
method,
players can you
a
have?
protocol that created a circumstance that made you what you are.
So you see, we're the S3.
Do you just clean things
Not
up?
you.
I assume that's all the game is. Just cleaning. 4-2.
What you experienced was the final test of its effectiveness.
That's crazy.
You heard what President Johnson said.
The Arsenal's GW system is the key to their supremacy.
The objective of this exercise was to establish such a method. We used Shadow Moses as a paradigm for the exercise.
I wonder if you would have preferred a fantasy setting.
Yeah. Give me Lord of the Rings.
We chose that backdrop because of its extreme circumstances. It was an optimal test for S3's crisis management capacity. If the model could trigger, control, and solve
When levels of Sonic?
it would be
Really?
ready for
Interesting.
any contingency. And now we have our proof.
Don't Sonic pits digest you over like 1,000 years or something?
Raiden, there are also reasons behind your selection. Solidus raised plenty of other child soldiers. Do you know why we chose you over them? It was because you were the only one who refused to acknowledge the past. All the others remember what they were and pay for it daily.
But you turn
This is
your
the hell I
back
mean.
on
The Fisher Mail
everything you
screen
don't like.
popped up
You
in our
do
playable
whatever
screen
you
when we're
like.
already
See
on the
only
Fisher Mail
things
screen.
you like, and for yourself alone.
Yes, Rose can attest to that.
I'm not sure what you mean.
refused to see me for what I was. I lied to you, but I wanted to be caught. You pretended to be understanding, to be a gentleman. You never made a conscious attempt to reach out to me. The only time you did was when I gave you no choice but to do so.
I was just trying not to.
What? Trying not to hurt me? Dear, the one you were trying not to hurt was yourself. Avoiding the truth under the guise of kindness is all that you did. It occurred to you to do nothing but look out for yourself. Even if you claim that it was for my sake, that feeling was nowhere
There's
to
a
be
Christmas
seen.
level as well.
In the end, everything was for your sake.
Have you played
I was never part of the
Power
picture.
Wash Simulator? That has like themed levels.
Exactly right.
And House
So you
Flipper,
see,
that does as well.
You're a perfect representative of the masses we need to protect. This is why we chose you. You accepted the fiction we've provided, obeyed our orders, and did everything you were told to. The exercise is a resounding success.
Didn't I tell you that GW was still incomplete? But not anymore, thanks to you.
Your persona, experiences, triumphs, and defeats are
Power
nothing
Sim.
but byproducts.
There was like
The real
like a
objective was
Warhammer
ensuring
40,000
we could
DLC for it
generate
that
and
James
manipulate
played quite a bit.
It's taken a lot of time
Played it
and
as well.
money, but it was well worth it considering the results.
Yeah, you're right, Vincent. There is.
I think
What do
that's
you
enough
clean? I don't know what you even. What do you
It's
clean in
time
that
for the
game?
final
What's the
exercise.
what's
Right.
the
Take Solidus down.
FF7 thing that you
again.
wash?
I'm through.
Is it like
doing
Cloud's
what
bike or
I'm
something?
told.
Oh really?
Who's James? Kale.
Aren't you forgetting
Is his
something?
name?
If you die,
I'll try and say Kale, but it's kind of hard to say Kale when it's your brother.
Signals from your nanomachines means the death of Olga's child. Not to mention the death of Rose. She's wired the same way.
Rose, does she actually exist?
Of course I do, Jack. You have to believe me.
Damn!
It will be a fight to the death.
Solidus at least wants
Kale
you
a
dead.
nickname, yeah.
We will collect
Yeah.
the necessary data from this last fight.
You just call him
Then we'll
Liquid,
consider
yeah.
the
It's even
exercise
harder.
Closed. So, Jack the Ripper, will it be Solidus, the Patriots' creation?
Watch Cloud's bike,
or
the truck,
you,
the bar,
Solidus's
the one
creation?
Robobus from the beginning of the game.
Our
Interesting.
beloved monsters. Enjoy.
The truck. That's a very odd choice.
Jack, my son.
There should be a washing Nibelheim level.
My clone brothers and
That'd be
I are
fun.
called monsters.
Clean up the fire and all the
replicants of evil
corpses.
genes. You are one of a kind, but still a monster, shaped by a dark and secret history. We need to decide which monstrosity will have the privilege of survival. By the way, Jack, I was the one who killed your parents.
What?
I claimed you for my own and raised you as a soldier in the army of the devil. I am your foster father and your worst enemy.
Why?
Because I needed to know whether
Yeah,
we were
and
really
that's funny.
someone
Yeah.
else's creation.
It's just standing there.
We're repeating history, Jack. Liquid and Solid hunted down Big Boss, trying to sever the tie that bound them to him. Unless you kill me and face your past, Jack, you will never escape. You'll stay in the endless loop, your own double helix. It's time we were both free.
Yeah, skull fate. Good point, and yeah. I should do that. Like viscera cleanup, but your skull face. It would make law sense as well.
I have other reasons for wanting you dead. The clues to the Patriots inside GW have been erased, but there are other traces. Inside you. What?
I might try punching him, Habrim. See how well it goes.
Being carried by the nanomachines in your cerebral cortex and throughout the neural network they formed. Brace yourself.
Favorite boss fight in the series? I'm gonna ruin it by punching him. Oh, he did the spin. I like how the camera's kind of on your side for once.
Take this.
Can you throw Solidus? I assume you can't. No, you can't. Really, so? Prefer the sword in this over Rising? Oops. Should probably look at the screen while we're playing. Body armor actually protects it quite well.
Take this.
Coward.
Let's go.
Russians, right? Yeah.
Hey. What's wrong with you?
I don't know. Swing and miss. Good kicks as well. It's funny how the hitboxes work. I was nowhere near him with that kick. Insert that. So much detail on the street. Look at that. Oh. He's got me. Action button. Action button. sort of dragging this out by doing it this way. I feel. Oh, he combos now as well.
Let's go.
Sorry, armor. Oops.
What's wrong with you?
I guess the method is baiting out his double attack. If I get close to him after the missiles. Like that. Too slow.
What's wrong with you?
How did that kick not hit? Oh, it's cutscene, that's probably why.
This is where it gets interesting.
You gonna play MGS for UK facepaint when it comes? Maybe. The whole game, yeah. No camo, facepaint only.
Right, you have to beat Solidus. This is your last duty.
We're not just pawns in some simulation game, you know.
Yes, you are. You're nothing but mere weapons. No different from fighter jets.
The sound mixing still sucks in the Master Collection.
Destroyed 4 years ago was Rex.
The new amphibious model is Ray.
Both of these are the same as the code names used by the U.S. Armed Forces to refer to Japanese warplanes during World War II.
Your code name, Raiden, too, comes from the
But the call is so quiet. The music's too loud.
Stop it. I'm not a weapon.
Oh, really? Do you know the code name the U.S. Army Forces used for the Japanese fighter Raiden?
It was Jack. Both of you are just weapons to be used and thrown away.
Just weapons to be used on the battlefield. Just pawns in a game. Exactly as you said.
And a weapon has no right to think for itself. Now, it's time to fulfill your purpose. Defeat Solidus.
I guess his attacks change when his Dr. Octopus arms come off. Yeah, the mixing's terrible. When it's a boss fight like this, you just can't hear anything. It's funny how much you can just dodge if you just roll. Like everything. Oops. On fire constantly? Probably should heal. Like, if you just sort of roll into him when he attacks, you can get a pretty easy hit off. Don't say it's on fire like I do. It's funny you can interrupt that as well.
Let's go.
I can't die. I'll be pissed off if I die. I don't think I've ever beaten Solidus by just punching him. There we go. Easy. You're right, that was easy. Piece of a lot of serious glitches, yeah. Does Solidus say anything in the Japanese version? I know that everyone's talking about the hidden words thing recently. I'm wondering if it's different in the Japanese. See, if they did a remake, he'd be able to read his lips, because it'd be super realistic. What was the censored thing here? It was like an American flag was meant to drop over his head or fall down onto his head, right? I wonder why they removed that. I mean, even like the 9/11 thing, it seems a bit much. Doesn't seem that insensitive. They can remove the lips thing. Wasn't it burning? Was it burning? Was it meant to be burning? Yeah. I guess. It was a funny time. I keep saying funny, it's not funny. They definitely don't in the original.
Or what they are. The memories you have and the role you were assigned are burdens you had to carry. It doesn't matter if they were real or not. That's never the point. There's no such thing in the world as absolute reality. Most of what they call real is actually
One thing I found weird about New York is you can't jaywalk. The whole concept of like jaywalking is very interesting to me. It's kind of strange.
Then
like nobody cares in the UK.
What am I going to leave behind when I'm through?
We can tell other people about having faith.
I've seen that church.
What we had faith in. What we found important enough to fight for. It's not whether you were right or wrong, but how much faith you were
Those carts, those horse carts in New York are really expensive. To go around Central Park in the cart.
Come to think of it. Listen, don't obsess over words so much. Find the meaning behind
speedrunning
words and
ability.
decide. You can find your own name.
Yeah, I've been to Manhattan before.
Future.
Decide for myself?
And whatever you choose will be you.
I don't know if I can.
I know you didn't have much in terms of choices this time. But everything you felt, thought about during this mission is yours. And what you decide to do.
I'm right in thinking that this was intended to be the ending. There wasn't meant to be more MGS games after this. Like, this was meant to be the ending at one point.
A new name,
for the whole series.
Choose your own legacy. It's for you to decide. It's up to you. By the way, what is that?
Jaywalking is only legal in the US, so if a cop sees you and wants to mess with you, it's one of those things they give themselves permission to.
Dog tags.
It's really weird. It's really strange. Like, if someone sees a chance to cross a road and there's no traffic, like, who cares, right? Why does it matter?
No, never heard the name before. I'll pick
It's only
my
crime
own
because
name
rich
and
lobbyists
my
trying
own
to make
life.
cars more valuable in the
I'll find something
1920s.
worth passing on.
It's not really enforced. I've never heard someone actually get in trouble. I didn't enter it, yeah, and I didn't do it properly.
They taught me some good things too.
I know.
Maybe that was the reason. Maybe I didn't want it to enter my birthday.
Freedom from all those who fought for it. We all have the freedom to spread the word, even me.
Snake, what about Olga's child?
Don't worry, I'll find him. Count on it.
James an insult before the law?
As long as you
Really?
keep yourself alive, he's safe.
I wouldn't mind this being the end. Being the end of I didn't know what was to come.
I put a
If he didn't know
on
what was
his
to come.
way.
Did he head for the Patriots?
Yeah, but
I swear at one point this was meant to be the end.
to begin with.
But I guess the conversation doesn't really add up to
Cheer
that.
up. We have a better lead.
Ready for Soul Reaver Remastered?
This
Definitely.
contains the
Absolutely.
list of all
Yeah.
the Patriots.
In
But
December,
Ocelot
whenever it
took
is.
The one
15th or
we
something.
gave you wasn't the real
20th
thing.
of December.
What?
This virus is coded to destroy only a specific part of GW, namely the information about the Patriots'
I'll probably play the whole
identity,
thing of Soul Reaver 1 and 2.
means that there's a
I'm more
parameter
interested
code
in
that
1 than
defines what
2,
that
but
information is.
if they make if they do a good job, I might check out 2 as well.
They operate. Count me in.
No, you have things to do first. And people you need to talk to.
They used to call it people in the road stupid. The auto industry was getting a bad rap for people being run over by the cars. Like, I guess it makes sense for the 1920s, like someone said before, like Zor said. Four made your life? Really? A lot of people don't like 4. I like 4. I think 4's pretty good. I don't mind it. I would like to play it again on PC.
Snake?
What's wrong?
I'm glad the parrot survived.
Nothing. Can I ask you something? Who am I, really?
I wouldn't know. But we're going to find out together, aren't we?
Oh. Yeah.
We will Rose until I turn into a cyborg ninja.
See me for what I am, okay?
And you marry the Colonel.
I know.
Squish.
Do you remember this place?
Of course. This is where we first met. I remember now.
Hmm?
Today is the day I met you.
That's it.
Is that true, End? I don't know if that's true. Is that true? Has anyone else heard that? What End said? Raiden looks like a 80s hair metal
I
guy.
found something to pass along to the future.
What?
He said all living things want their genes to live on.
Are you talking about the baby?
Yeah. But genes aren't the only thing you pass on. There are too many things that aren't written into our DNA.
Does he say memes right now? I think
It's
he
up
does.
to us to teach that to our children.
What kind of things?
About the environment, our ideas, our culture, poetry,
Poetry.
passion, sorrow, joy. We'll tell them everything together.
Is that a proposal?
No.
This is for your ears only.
And that's it. There was never a Metal Gear game after this one. That's the ending. What if they made this today? Would actually, I think they would just copy the dialogue like they are with Delta, right? That's probably what they would do. Oh, you mean if they made it fresh, like for the first time?
I stare at the stars.
Yeah, finishing this as like a kid, I had no idea what just happened. I had no clue what was going on whatsoever. And then the credits roll and it's like, what did I just experience? But yeah, that's Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. Some people like it, some people don't like it. After like 3 streams of trying to finish this game, we finally finished it. On stream. Should probably move on to the 3rd game at some point. Or we could do Twin Snakes. What would you rather see? Would you rather see Twin Snakes or the 3? See Rose's Fat Body in the PS2. I'll have to look it up, End, but I haven't heard that. See, I'm good at MGS1 and MGS2. 3 is the one I know the least well. Twin Snakes. Yeah. Well, I said at the start of the stream, I do plan to do a Twin Snakes stream next week. Because it's a pretty spooky game. And we need a good horror game to play. For the end of the month. I plan to stream Tuesday, maybe Twin Snakes, and then Thursday, the ultimate Halloween game. The most Halloween game to ever exist. And I'm sure some of you know what I'm talking about. On Halloween, I am playing the most Halloween-y game ever made. You have to guess, Zor. I can't reveal. Costume quest. No. You have to guess. It's no fun if I just tell you. Like, when you think of Halloween, what game comes to mind first? There's only one game that's like as Halloween-y as this game is. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's... No, Saihan, it's not that. No. Well, that is pretty horrific, that game. Evil was the bomb. We will get to MGS3. We're going to start making shorts about MGS3, which I haven't done yet. The game that comes to mind is Battlefield 1. Well, yeah. I don't know if I should say what it is. It'd be more funny just to get there and see what it is, right? Subway Surfers, that's it. Vincent's got it. That's what it is. That's what we're playing on Thursday. For Halloween, Subway Surfers. Don't say it. Resident Evil 5. Yeah, Timo, I don't know what I'm going to fit our playthrough in, as maybe after Halloween. The channel actually got recently monetized, which is cool. I finally get ad revenue. So it took me a year and a month to get ad revenue, which is kind of cool. I don't know if it'll be a lot of money, but it'll be something. Medieval is an extremely Halloween game. It's medieval, isn't it? Crash 1 was a nightmare when I was younger. Nah, I prefer Crash 2. Crash 2's better. Which Metal Gear has the best end credits song? End credits song. I mean, MGS4 has like 12 end credits songs, so I think I might agree with Habrim. It's either 3 or 1. Like getting to the end of MGS3 and that song plays over the credits, it's like, holy crap, what a journey this was. What do we do? Do I want to play something else? What time is it? I might not play something else. It's like near midnight already. I'm just free the best. They're all good and all make me feel. I feel like they fit so well with each story. Yeah. What is it in MGS4? What even is the ending song? It's Here's to You, right? But it's like a. It's the same one in MGS5 and in Ground Zeroes, but like a remix, right? RE2 remake. Nah. Banjo-Kazooie, what you're playing? No, no, it's not Banjo-Kazooie. Yeah, cover. Yeah, you're right. That's it. Do you know, I thought about doing more Resident Evil this month, but it hasn't quite worked out how I wanted it to work out. I've been quite busy. I wanted to do like a big marathon of like 25 games, and I think I've done like 10, which is nowhere near what I wanted to do. Delta will have I'm just... Yeah, maybe. It's just also the same page over and over. Isn't that the Secret Theater or something? FF... Do you know, I thought about playing FF7 on stream recently. I was like, would FF7 be cool stream? Not the... I mean, I want to play the remake on stream, but I mean more the original. Like, would people want to watch a playthrough of FF7? I'm not sure. Because I kind of do want to play it again. But it's a very long game, obviously. You would? I'd have to do all the voice acting for all the characters.
Just about passing on your genes.
It's gonna be Aria or Reddit Medieval, I know this.
DNA. Through speech, music,
I could play the original and then go into the remake.
What we've seen, heard, felt, anger, joy, and sorrow. These are the things I will pass on. That's what I live for. We need to pass the torch and let our children read our messy and sad history by its light.
I did the voiceover playing my... The thing is with the original FF7, it's like, how boring will it be just to read a bunch of text, right? If you don't do the voices,
the human race
would it be interesting to watch? I don't know.
And new species may rule over this planet.
It's a lot of reading.
Earth may not be forever, but we still have the responsibility to leave what traces of life we can. Building the future and keeping the past alive are one and the same thing.
Yeah, translation errors as well. I know there's a bunch of mods for the PC version that you can like... There's like a voiceover mod, but it's like a fan voiceover. And I don't know how good it is. Get a voice changer, yeah. That's even more effort, Adam. It's more effort that I want to put in.
It's me.
A real performance, yeah.
Did you find the Patriots?
I'll hire a bunch of people to do everyone's character.
It contains the personal data of 12 people. There was a name on it. Snake, it was one of our biggest contributors.
What's going on around here?
I don't know.
Anyway, where are they?
Well, we were right about them being on Manhattan, but
But what?
They're already dead. All 12 of them.
When did it happen?
Well, about 100 years ago.
What the hell?
Wow, I killed a lot of people. 88 people. Tarantula. I'm a spider. Great. Great. I don't like spiders. What was I saying? Yeah, I could go on that. I could go on like what's that website where you can hire people to do voice acting? I could go on there and hire like 5 people to do the voices of all the characters. Left 4 Dead? I don't know, Squish. It's pretty late already. Yeah, like I'll go on Fiverr and hire like someone to do Tifa and Barrett and Sid and Cloud, and they can all like chip in when there's a voice line for them to do. In the UK, it's almost midnight. But yeah, the plan is Twin Snakes on Tuesday. Just a quick game, just to replay European stream. Yeah, I should do that on stream. I should do the hardest difficulty. I don't think I've either never finished or never tried most of the games on the hardest difficulty. Play now until you die. What if I never die? Then I have to play the whole game. I could just one-shot it, Squish. Then it'd be like 3 AM. I do the dance Toby Maguire does in Spider-Man 3 whenever I hate his theme. It's a good opening cinematic. It's funny, people think this song was never in MGS1, so when I made that video about the plagiarism thing with the theme song, people are like, oh, this song debuted in MGS2. But it didn't. It was in MGS1 as well, but people don't realize. I get a lot of comments like that. Eat snakes. Yeah, I should do 3. When it's not Halloween, I'll consider doing 3. And Sven co-op. Yeah, in the trailer, exactly, yeah. I was arguing with someone in your comments, Vince. Really? What was it about? Oh, and by the way, I still stand by my Silent Hill Metal Gear reference video. Sven co-op stream. Yeah, I should do Sven. We'll do Sven co-op after Halloween's done. Maybe next weekend. Next Sunday we'll do Sven co-op. How's that? How does that sound? I agree, it was probably a reference. I mean, I can understand people saying it's not a reference, but I think there's a good chance of it being a reference. Oh, the cool, yeah, the blue background. You're right. Yeah. Cool. No, we're going on the other screen now. That's my Discord, everyone. It's way too loud. Can't even hear myself think. Is the Discord up yet? Yeah, it is, but it's not ready for people. We keep saying, oh yeah, the Discord's gonna be a thing, and then we just haven't done it, so... But yeah, now that the channel's monetized, there's more of an incentive to do it. But yeah. So yeah. Hopefully there'll be 3 streams next week. Oh yeah, we're looking at that. What's that thing? That comic? Screenplay book, maybe? No. This isn't it. How do you get the digital collection? This book references content. Okay. No, this isn't it either. Extra features? No, I'm doing it wrong again. Oh, there's a game called it. Okay, right. I see. Well, that's screwed up. That hasn't gone full screen. Whatever. Let's go on Steam. What's on Steam right now? Yeah, we'll play this at some point. A bonus thing that comes with the collection, right? I mean, I don't have the entire collection. That's probably why. But guys, anyway, I'm gonna call it there because it's late and I need bed. It's bedtime. Anyway, thanks for coming in, guys. We'll play more games next week. Have a good evening. I'll see you then. Take care. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.